Welcome back. I'm Rain, and I'm joined by Suitonia, and we're commentating Templis Calsf versus Zero Talent. So, Templis Calsf actually brought the Hurricane Fleet issue, their Sacrilege, Omen Navy issue, Eris, Kikimora, and their Maulus. Suitonia, do you want to break down what Zero Talent brought?
Yeah, Zero Talent also have a pretty close range comp with a Drekavac, Sacrilege, Omen Navy issue, Claw, Magus, and Punisher.
Alright, so the comps, I know they both have like the Sacrilege, Omen Navy issue, and then some tackle for the smaller ships. Suitonia, what do you think is going to be the key difference between these two comps?
Well, I think if you look at the tackle, what's interesting is that Zero Talent have gone for more of utility tackle. That they have the Claw, they have the Magus and the Punisher, which are ships that don't really do too much by themselves, especially their Magus, which only has 5 links on it.
I mean, you say only 5 links, but that is all of their links. So they do not have. Their Drekavac actually can't have links, so they opted to put it all within that Magus, and it's pure utility with only drones for that damage.
Yeah, so the support for Templis Calsf is quite a bit more aggressive with the Kikimora and the Eris. Interestingly enough, with all blaster fits and hull tank, it's a ship that can do a lot of DPS if it's able to get up pretty close.
Yeah, and so correction on my own self, the Drekavac can actually use the armor command burst.
Yeah, we can see the bans on screen here quickly. It looks like Templis Calsf decided to ban the Cyclone comp. I guess that's pretty interesting, actually. It looks like a pretty flexible shield comp. And Zero Talent banned out a Drekavac Ishtar Vexor, sort of drone ball comp. It's also worth pointing out that both teams have won their first match. Both teams are 1-0 in this tournament. So the comps that they brought that won the first match were also not available to them. So these are maybe not the first picks.
Yeah, their first or their best picks. But I was gonna say that's more of a higher level thing, and we're gonna hopefully be able to see all of them, all of their comps as they continue on within the tournament. We have about, I want to say, is it 20 seconds left before the match starts? And so, Suitonia, what do you think is going to be the strategy for Templis?
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting here. They have the Eris and the Kikimora, which of course do a lot more DPS than the 3 sort of lighter ships on the side of Zero Talent. So I think they just want to brawl. They want to bring that damage advantage that they have from the Kikimora and Eris to bear, and hopefully take something else out with the Maulus. So the match is starting in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm expecting Zero Talent to actually use their Claw and their Punisher to kind of run in and get some tackle and kind of try to hold Templis Calsf down, as that Drekavac actually has really good projection across the arena.
Yeah, and we saw Templis Calsf there, I think, come in at 0 on the beacon there, so they definitely want to go really, really hard. We see Scram and Web on Drekavac, so it looks like Templis Calsf are trying to trade that battlecruiser straight away, whereas Zero Talent are trying to clear off that Kikimora, something that does a lot of DPS.
Yeah, right off the bat, both teams kind of rush into each other. So we saw tackle move immediately with some of these other ships sort of sitting back and just applying damage. So the Drekavac going down still getting shot. The Kiki is now in low structure though, and there is no Logi on the field, so therefore the Kiki is going to be dead and gone. And already Zero Talent volleyed off the Kiki, and I was immediately switched to that Fleet Hurricane.
Yeah, so they have the Fleet Hurricane webbed and scrammed. They're also going on that Eris, so there's a whole tank Eris, so even though he's low armor, he's still doing pretty well. Zero Talent really want to get rid of this Eris and Kikimora. These ships don't have very high tanks, but they do put out a comparatively high DPS. Both the Kikimora and the Eris can do battlecruiser DPS if left unchecked.
Yeah, although this is pretty poor for Templis, because while they have lost already 2 ships in that Fleet Hurricane falling now, they have barely even able to break through that Drekavac's armor. It's still sort of sitting pretty, the DPS kind of falling off of it. It kind of looks like it may be breaking tanker trying to break away, but yeah, Templis Calsf already down 3 ships with a minute and a half into the match.
Yeah, they only have a Sacrilege, Omen, and the Maulus there. The Maulus is probably not going to be super useful in this fight, considering everything's sort of brawling in together at 0. It looks like he is disabling the Omen Navy right now, just making so he can't sort of kite out at range. But it looks like they're about to lose the Drekavac, but the Sacrilege is almost down, so it looks like it's firmly in the grasp of Zero Talent right now.
Yeah, Zero Talent should be able to still have enough DPS to easily clear off Templis, although, to be fair, Templis might be able to pull this back, although once they lose that Sacrilege, they're not going to have pretty much any DPS to kill Zero Talent.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a kind of a mirror match that we have left. We have Sacrilege Nomen versus Sacrilege Nomen, with the Sacrilege on the Templis Calsf side in drastically worse shape than on the Zero Talent side.
Yeah, so Templis have opted to shoot the Omen Navy issue, whereas Zero Talent opted to shoot that Sacrilege, which is now dead. However, the Sacrilege was extremely tanky, whereas the Omen Navy issue isn't. But even so, Templis still are not going to be able to break that Omen Navy issue.
Yeah, the Omen Navy issue is now scrammed, and the Maulus is also webbed too. So they're going to lose that Maulus. They're probably going to lose the Nomen pretty soon too. And also, since Zero Talent now have like a very strong like tackle control, since they have like all this tackle stuff is up. Like if the Nomen is in trouble on the Zero Talent side, they can just burn off very easily.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with Templis bringing the Maulus. I would have hoped that it would have done more, but it didn't seem like it could. And with that, Zero Talent just completely obliterated Templis, with only losing their Drekavac.
Yeah, the Maulus was an interesting addition to this composition because what they really wanted to do was brawl in close range. I guess maybe the Maulus was more of a ship that they brought to sort of counter kiters, so that they wouldn't get like wrecked at like 50 kilometers by like a pure kiting composition or something.
Yeah, and then obviously with the rest of the brawling comp, it wasn't the greatest, or didn't have much use there. But with that, we're going to send it back to the guys in the studio.